In this video I will show you how to get insane amounts of runes every hour. We will go up to millions, but everything starts from the beginning of Elden Ring, of course. So we will go with basic beginning, and definitely you don't want to kill this white mask dude. Then just continue normally, drop down, go forward to the first church. Continue your way up north until meeting first Limgrave Site of Grace right over here. This basically unlocks us ability to use runes, and also we will get mount. Now we will teleport back to the first church and talk with Rune. She will give us some presents, but mostly I want to go into one secret location. It will be located right behind the building we started our way, basically right here. There will be a safe jump location, we can safely jump near spring sap jumps, and I want to take gold pickled fowl food. Now bunch of important things in Limgrave, basically in these ruins. You don't need to fight anyone, you just need to go into other side of these ruins and there will be bunch of soldiers. So if you don't know how to fight yet and you want to level up, basically jump like this from your horse, open this chest and get flail. Flail is really important for the first method of farming. You may want to jump down over here in the ruins to get a wet stone to change your skills on your weapons, but it's not necessary for farming. Then you want to get yourself into the Church of Marika, third church. That's where you get your wondrous physique. If you don't know where it is, basically that's location, and that's how you can get over here right from the get-go. Behind this church there's secret teleport location in the water. So yeah, over here you will find it, you just use it and press yes. You will be teleported into Grail Dragon Barrow. You can easily open the door, touch Site of Grace, so you will have teleport location over here, and then go backwards. Basically you want to follow road and kill it, and that's extremely late game location, so don't be too cocky, don't fight enemies over here yet. And basically you're going forward until you will find next Site of Grace near this bridge. Be careful, however, because this bridge contains big scary dragon. Normally he can't hit you if you just run past him, but if he hit you, you will at least be restarted and resurrected at Site of the Grace. So here is where the farming kinda begins. After crossing bridge, we want to turn left. Yeah, just hard left turn. And there will be a bunch of graveyards, basically like graves. You will see a bunch of shiny things in them, and that's what we want to take. It's golden runes. You can eat those runes, and this basically will provide you with runes that you can use to upgrade your character. We will need a bunch of stats later. It doesn't matter which character we used to start with, so you can use this road and these farming methods as any character you like, but over here we want to jump on the spring step and also use Site of Grace over here. We will need this Site of Grace in case you will fail next method, and next method is extremely important and very powerful and will lend you loads of runes early on, so make sure to listen closely. After getting to the Site of Grace, I'm getting back to this graveyard, getting all the shiny things I forgot to take before, and then running forward, big yellow golden tree. So that's the location where we want to head to. You basically can't miss where you want to go, but right behind this yellow tree, this big tree, there will be another spring step jump, so just use it, and use it, go on this hill. Instantly we'll see a big fort on the hill, and that's where we're heading to. So near the fort there will be Site of Grace. Definitely we want to touch the Site of Grace, and actually here we are located ourselves in farming location. Before we can farm, we need a bunch of things done, but basically we're going inside fort and we instantly are running to the left side. You want to be quick and fast and furious, just go forward, up the stairs and up the ladder. Open this chest instantly, it will contain Dectus Medallion right, basically the part we need later in the game to access Elevator of Dectus right over here. But don't worry of it right now. So after opening chest, there's a chest, we're going over here. Jumping down, it's pretty safe, and going to the left side of this fence. To the left side, because there will be a bunch of guards summoning over here, and we need to roll inside, then quickly right, and then jump over here. Yeah, basically if you know where to go, it's super easy pass. Then double roll to not get caught by this red. And down, and here we are, the Radagon Sorceal. And now we forfeit to red, basically. It's a safe and fast way to do it. He's pretty powerful guy. Now we get everything to level up. First of all, right in the beginning of the run, we took this flail. And that the flail is the key for our success. This weapon causes blood loss buildup, which will damage enemies for 10% of their health. To successfully wield it and deal damage, you need higher dexterity. And that's where we need Radagon Sorceal. It will raise all attributes by 5. However, it's still not enough dexterity to wield this weapon. But again, it's not a problem, because we not only got loads of smithing stones on our way, but also we got a bunch of golden runes. So now I will use it and use all of them. This gives me ability to level up, and I will level up 5 points into dexterity, because I will need 19 or 18 dexterity to wield the flail, but also later in the build we will need 14 dexterity. All of other stats right now does not matter. Listen closely, because you can mess this step up, but I will explain as accessible as possible. Look, right behind us, near Fort Ferret, there's a big dragon. Actually, that's a big tail of the dragon. And we're going forward, there will be 2 piles of mushrooms, and the mushrooms we're looking for, not the red ones, but this, like this pile of mushrooms or whatever it is. By standing over here and using skill of our weapon, we can spin it and deal some damage to the dragon. Damage is not like big one, as you can see, his health barely dropping. I really recommend at this point standing like this, and as you can see, we just did insane amount of damage. You may ask me how, and that's because of blood loss. Yeah, dragon got insane amount of health, but with the blood loss we're dealing 10% of damage instantly. So we just stand here, replenish our stamina, and then start spinning again. That's basically the drill. Every now and then he will take this like 13k damage, and that's it. But that's where we need to be cautious, and we need to make all the steps right. It takes roughly like 2 minutes to kill him, and in the beginning it's one of the fastest way to farm runes. Coolest part, basically you can do it as any class. Yeah, Radagon Sorceal, a little bit into dexterity, and you are golden. When you lose all your magic, you will deal 1 damage with basic attacks, but again it's not a problem, since every now and then 10% will hit. Now the drill. You want to estimate when he actually will be down by dealing this 10% of damage. So when you think the last swing will be last, you need to hop on your horse first, then I really recommend to look left. So basically allocate ourselves like this carefully, and then start hitting dragon normally and just deal some damage. Important tips right now, not to lose all your stamina, because we will need to run later on. Try to do like 3 hits in a row and then replenish stamina, maybe like 4 hits maximum. And yeah, the next one will be the last one. What we want to do next? I want to instantly charge on my horse, use rush, basically speed up, and go towards the castle and site of grace. Looking forward, basically aligning ourselves with Dragon Tail really helps, because he will make a move when he dies, and that's the sign we need to run instantly. Now I even don't look at the health, I'm looking only on Dragon Tail. Look over here. Yes, that's the move, and now we're rushing, so we're spamming button, and now we need to drop down instantly and touch the site of grace. So to do it, basically you're pressing left stick, and he instantly dropped down from the horse. It's crouch button. Yeah, you want to do it while you're rushing, so you do it really fast, jump to the site of grace and instantly spam button to interact with site of grace. As you can see, I got 67k runes right now, and dragon is dead, alright? Yeah, dragon is still alive, so that's the drill. If you manage to actually kill the dragon fast enough, I mean kill the dragon no matter how fast, and then get to the site of grace and interact with it fast enough, he will respawn. It's latest patch, yeah, it works, nothing changed, and if he's not alive, you messed something up. Try to listen more closely. So by doing this trick for a little bit, you can get bunch of runes, enough to upgrade. So another trick, when you get bored of this and you don't need any extra runes, actually runes got diminishing returns, so at some point this 50k runes is not enough. You can do it one last time, if you wish to again, just by spinning your flail again against him, but you getting your golden pickled full food that we got in the beginning of the game. It was an optional stuff right from the start of this video. Now before last hit we eat a golden full food. Don't eat it too early or it will not give any additional runes, but overall it increases rune acquisition. So I'm not stressing right now because I will get bunch of extra runes and it's pretty good amount. To be more precise, I got 64k runes, but also it's amplified by golden food, so we got almost 100k runes. Now let's discuss what happens if you actually fail and there's no dragon. First of all, technically you haven't failed. You still got bunch of runes basically for free. But maybe you just need a little bit more. Then you want to go to Lenne's Race. This place, you just hop on your horse and we will go down, basically on other side. And move forward, rush, and take a look over here. Behind us there will be a ball. When the ball arrives, it should be right now, we just move left and right. So, if done correctly, the ball will die and we will get 2k runes. That's the ball, and that's where we go. Yeah, like that. And here we are, 2k runes. Basically, this rock is our mark. Depending on your loading time, you can do it 3 times per minute, something like this, if you do it correctly and pretty fast. Again, that's the rock I'm looking for. Basically, double jump, roll, going backwards, waiting for runes, 2k runes, easy peasy. This will give enough power to at least do something like this. Oh, 2 attacks for critical strike, oh my goodness. Oh my god. Oh. What a poor margit. If you want a little bit more runes, there's another place. It's called Abandoned Cave and it's basically over here. Easiest way to get over here is actually from Fort Fard right now. After reaching this crack, we can go over here, we need to go on other side, or use this jumping spot and carefully jump on other side. Then we descend a little bit. And basically from here we should see this abandoned cave. Yeah, there it is. Now, extra careful, going on this branch. We want to cross this place and get right inside the cave. Here we are. You can find bunch of rot removers, because we will be probably poisoned if we do it incorrectly, but there's ways how to do it correctly. Wait until this blow up and run like this on the mushrooms. Try not to dodge and actually better just walk. So I walk over here and now I can wait. That's the safe place. Rot only accumulates when you touch this liquid, whatever it is. And of course it's nice to have a torch in your hand. So, look. That's where I'm going right now, basically forward, and we're completely fine. And if you reach this place, basically you're fine. You will go forward and you will find yourself in the end of this dungeon. In the end of every dungeon in Elden Ring, they're basically a boss. So yeah, you want to get here prepared. And you can check my channel for builds. Especially if you want builds that can basically two-shot this guy right from the get-go. Yeah, it took me around 40 minutes to make all necessary stuff to make this build happen. And now I will get a talisman. And here we are. Golden scarab. Very good. this talisman provides more runes when we're defeating enemies, and yeah, now in this place we can get even more runes. Instead of almost 2k, now we get almost 2.5k. Now, I will visit Fort Height West. And that's just a classic fort from Elden Ring Night Rain, but with a little bit more crazier enemies. Especially this Pyromancer, he always tries to knock me off the ladder. No more, my friend, you're out. Boss is still pretty easy, versus Bloody Slash, but most importantly we need to go inside this chamber and on top. That's one more chest. Exactly like we found in another fort, Fort Fargot, where we leveled up. And in this chest there's Dexter's Medallion left, which will give me ability to go forward. Basically follow down this road and then I can reach Grand Lift. Yeah, I can use this elevator and get into Altus Plateau, explore this area because we will need it later. First of all, we need to make sure we defeated bosses in the Limgrave, Storm Castle, and there's two bosses. I basically two-shot the first one, and the second guy, well, he's not a lot scarier, so again, I recommend checking this build, there's a link in the description and in the end of this video. Okay, after beating all the bosses inside Stormville Castle, which is pretty easy, even like a low level, we want to go into Fallen Ruins of the Lake, Site of Grace, all over here, but actually to this church. After beating Stormville Castle, the guy who is in the beginning of the game, this white mask dude, will move over here. And that's where we can actually elevate our leveling a lot faster again and basically hit max level in matter of like minutes. This is our bro, the white mask wearer, Ware, whatever his name is. So we're making a little conversation, but we need to do it 2 times. Sometimes, so make sure to distinguish his dialogues every time. He will give us Feasting Bloody Finger. What is it? Basically, that's the item to invade other players. So I will use it, I will do invasion on other player world. We don't need to win him, we basically can invade few times and the quest will be done. But if you're playing offline, like me for example, there's another solution for this quest. First of all, I need to go straight to Altus Plateau. And if we're following main road, basically we need to go over here, then drop down, and here we will use a spring step jump, or we can get upstairs over here and straight to the Road of Iniquity. Or use this road. Basically, no matter what, we want to get into these ruins, into exactly this part of ruins. What's so special about this place? This only place where you can actually invade other players, in quotation marks, of course, offline. Basically, this red mark over here, and we kinda invading in this guy's world. I hope he will be fine with us. I will try a few buffs, and then I will try to push him a little bit and stagger him in few hits. Not lucky right now. Let's push again, and done. Yeah, as you can see, he's pretty easy. Also, he drops a really good weapon, but most importantly, this action completes invasion part of the quest. So I will get back myself to Ware right now, and let's see what he got for me right now. So he got a gift, of course. This gift is Lord of Blood's Favor, white napkin. For this napkin I need to find a maiden and destroy her. There's 2 ways. One of them will be is to jump somewhere over here, or actually like here on top, and follow the road. And the road will go just like that until we get into this church. There will be a bunch of fights and it takes so much time. So in case you're like me, again, we can go back to Agile Lake South and cross a bridge to Weeping Peninsula. By saying if you like me, I mean that you don't care about quests a lot. Because after crossing this bridge, there will be a lady over here right now, and there's a maiden actually. Maiden under disguise. But you can't fool me, lady. So, buff number 1, buff number 2, buff number 3, potion and lotion petals, my sword, roar, and let's do it. Lady, you're out. Oh my goodness. I will just destroy her like normally. I don't need to buff like that, but anyway. That's how we get Maiden Blood, and I will go back to Wari. What a beautiful day today, and that's a great day to finish this quest, of course. So, we completed trial. After doing this, we completed trial, and quest is done. I will offer him my finger, and what he can do. Of course, he will try to steal my finger. That's what this white mask's doing, basically. Lady finger, that's mine. And it may look like this quest is pretty, like, unnecessary, but don't forget to talk with him one more time. As I told you, in Elden Ring, you need to talk with a bunch of NPCs multiple times in a row, and I got Pure Blood Knight's Medal. All I need to do is to just use it right now. Instantly go up in Morgwyn Palace and ask the dude what's going on in here. Of course, he got a map. Also, there's Site of Grace on second ladder. And that's Morgwyn Palace. So, it's a big place, and you may notice that over here we can't use our horse, but what I want to do right now is to drop down, and that's where I can use my horse. And just follow me along. Basically, there's a bunch of labyrinths over here, but by following forward and keeping like ourselves near this wall, we will find big rock. This rock should be like completed from the left side. No, I lied. Still from the right side. There's like bunch of rocks, and Bloody River should be completed. Basically, we need to go through it from the left side. It's a lot more safer way to do it, to avoid all these crazy dudes who's going on, and they're like really powerful ones, red-headed guys. So path is pretty simple, just follow forward, and we're going in, finding this Site of Grace. That's it. That's a place with loads of these guys, and they're pretty easy to destroy. Actually, should be like done in like 2 hits, something like this, 3 hits maximum. 2.5k each right now with Golden Scarab Medallion. These guys, like this Hedgehogs, is a little bit more powerful, but also can be stunned in just 2 hits. And again, it's pretty easy place to farm. However, we're not farming them right now. What I will do, I will go to Round Table Hold first. And we'll go to the trader, Twin Maiden Husk, of course. She sells a bunch of cool stuff, as you know, and I'm interested in a long bow. Also, I bought a bunch of arrows for this bow in the first church. There's a trader over here, he always sells arrows. Now let's get back to this location. Equip bow, of course. And near the Site of Grace, there's a ledge. All I need to do is to just stand over here. There will be a big bird. And let's just shoot this bird. I managed to hit her. He or she basically dropped down and lends me 13k runes. All I need to do right now is to touch Site of Grace, get back, aim, shoot. You can shoot through this like branches if you manage to do it, but it's extremely easy and super fast way to get more than 50k runes per minute if you manage to hit constantly. You will learn it pretty fast, and you may even optimize to touch Site of Grace right when you see that you get runes. I shoot through this hole, get my runes, and after a little bit of grinding, I can hit level 100 and even a little bit more. And that's completely fine, because there's actually a secret, like a little secret. With charge attack like this, I can actually like one-shot them, basically because blood loss will occur every hit from now on. And that's also pretty fast way to like level up over here. Also, they being stunned insanely fast. I want to get back to castle really quickly, to this Redmane castle. After I speak with this dude, the tournament will end and it will be again normal. There's an enemy, a Crucible Knight. So let's see how he can deal with me right now. Oh, one more time, please. Yeah, as I told you, critical strike with 2 hits. That's how it's done. Easy. So, he gives me Rune's Greatsword. But basically, it's somber weapon and it's doing nice and crazy attack. Upgrading the sword in round table hold, of course, and we got enough stones to upgrade it up to +6 right now. Now, fish boys, look how it works. I start casting and doing this spell basically. They starting to crush like they never been here, and we're getting insane amount of runes in amount of just seconds. Restoring our magicka, mana, I forgot how they name it in Elden Ring. But anyway, we're basically clearing down this camp in a matter of seconds. And we're getting insane amount of runes, like insanely fast. Then of course I will reset myself again and do it one more time. Yeah, that's how crazy this strategy is. We can easily level up and do it insanely fast. There's so much fish boys. And we're getting like 20k runes or even more in matter of just like seconds basically. That's crazy. Enjoy your rune farming in Elden Ring. And don't forget to like to help this video. And see you in the next ones.